Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Adam Wolf from Gamers Platform, and welcome back to another LoiA episode. We're going to continue on where we left off here, and I'm going to zoom out here a little bit. There we go. And we're going to... I'm actually going to make sure that this is all set up the way I want it to be. Yep, okay. So, we're going to continue on. We don't have any quests at the moment, which is the way we want to try and end each episode, so that way we can start fresh with a new quest each time. As you can see, we got a bunch of quests here, but I'm not going to grab, just to kind of reiterate from last episode, I'm not going to grab a bunch at the same time, because then I'll get confused as to, you know, where I'm at and what the story is on each quest and so on and so forth. So let's go on.
What can I do for you?
Okay. In my years as a member of Explorers League, I've been all over Azeroth, but I've never seen anything quite like Blood Mist. Babysitting, would you believe it? They pulled me out of the promising dig and sent me along with Captain Odysseus' expedition to babysit that little gnome. I'd never heard of a gnome wanting to become a prospector before, so I asked. Seems we are taking gnomes now, and this particular one has a fascination with MURLOCS. Well, he's gone off and set up shop in an old turtle shell on the northern shore of the island. Go and have a look if you don't believe me.
Off with you.
Okay. Seems like a very random quest. I have a drink. So, if you'd like to join me, grab a drink. Any drink if you're of age, alcoholic if that's your thing. If you're not of age, don't drink alcohol. But grab something anyway. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. Or the lore. I did a motion with my hands. You didn't see it, but it's okay. Alright, so I'm just going to double check my spells. There's Flash Heal. What's... I don't have Resurrection on here? Why do I have to keep resetting this? Hold on a second. I have Power Word Fortitude, don't I? Oh, you know what? That's on my other one, isn't it? Yeah, Fortitude actually... Yeah, that's level 22. Never mind. That's on my other Shadow Priest. But still, I should have Resurrection on there. Let's just do that real quick. Sorry. We're going to do Shift Click. Okay. There we go. Lot of traveling in this area. I mean, it's a pretty big area too. I mean, you know. Don't worry, once we get to flying mounts, I won't be running on the ground very much. That's for sure. Because again, this isn't about the progression, this is about the story. So far, I like the story. We've kind of diverted off into side quests that really have not much of a story. I mean, there's this quest where we're going to find this gnome that set up shop on the northern shore for some reason. But, you know, what are you going to do? Let's see. I'm trying to figure out... How did I have this... I think this is on number 4, actually. Nope, that is not on number 4. Never mind. But I'll tell you one thing, Psychic Scream should not be there. Oh, I'm running low on space. Not good. I also wonder how many times I'm going to go to this freaking spot. How many times are they going to have me go up to the northern shore? I've been up here a few times already. This is a good question. There's the shell. The Blood Wash. Oh, look. I discovered it.
Need assistance?
Shh. Be very quiet. I'm observing Murlocs. Living in an oversized turtle shell is a sacrifice I'm willing to make for science. After all, if the Murlocs see me here, they'll react to my presence and can contaminate my data. As the first gnomish member of the Explorers League, I'm boldly going places no dwarf has gone before. Jeez. That's not cliche. I thought so. That grumpy old dwarf was supposed to help me carry my equipment and gather data, but all he does is sit in that strange Draenei town, drinking himself into a stupor. Ah, I see. So he's the one not doing his work. Oh, there's a... said the same thing. Shh! Keep your voice down and don't call attention to me. If the MURLOCS detect my presence, the experiment will be ruined. I've already come perilously close to contaminating my data. While I was foraging yesterday, one of them must have wandered too close and discovered my camp. I returned just in time to see two of them carrying off a crate with most of my equipment. It's bound to be in one of their settlements around here, but I can't risk revealing my presence. Are you willing to help? Sure, why not? I know he's got a second quest, but I'm just gonna do the one. So we're just gonna go and find this dude's equipment. I mean, he's standing right next to their village. He couldn't do this himself. I got a nice new, basically it's recount, but a better version of it. It's basically the same idea. So I don't kill these guys for it. It's just somewhere around here. Yeah, it's a more modern looking recount. It's called Skara, I think? Or Skada. There we go. I'm not sure if it stands for something or whatnot, but that's what it's called. It's a weird name. But it has similar attributes. It's got all the same icons as recount and stuff. It gives you the same kind of data output. It just looks better, that's all. Alright, where's this guy's stuff? It's definitely not in this direction. So... be in the water. Doesn't say that I have to kill anything. No. Well, if anything, it'd be sparkling, so I'm not seeing any sparkling going on here. I wonder if there's a way I could turn off those notifications. There wouldn't be anywhere on land. So... do I kill these guys? I mean, I don't even know now. Am I supposed to kill them? Well, maybe they'll have it on them? Doesn't say that they're involved, so I'd have to just find it somewhere around here. Seriously, what the hell's going on here? Yeah, it's bound to be in one of their settlements. I'm not seeing it in any of these settlements. And I can't imagine that they wouldn't have, like, multiple instances of this equipment. Or of this crate. That supposedly exists. You know, for multiple players to be able to pick it up. Seems a bit much to me for me to not be able to just pick it up. Radiated crystal. If I'm just gonna run back and forth and I find out that I have to kill these guys, I swear to God. I don't see a crate. I think I have to kill them. Because even though it doesn't say it, I think I have to actually kill these guys. Okay, that was weird. I haven't done that in a long time. Anything? Nothing? Did they drop it in the water? Is it in the water, like, on the line here? Or I'm not seeing anything. Come on, stay under the water. I still love the sound. I love it. It's got that nice low rumble acting like, you know, the sound is like reverbing through the water. Just ripples of sound through the water. Wait, so it's not even Flash Heal, it's Shadow Mend. Is it one word? Oh, no, it's... Huh? Hold on. Close this. Where's Shadow Mend? Oh, that's 28. So it is Flash Heal for now. I'm pretty sure that'll... No, actually, I don't think that'll take me out of Shadow form. Dude, if I could hold my breath for 180 seconds, that'd be cool. If somebody ever tried to murder me by drowning, I'd at least be able to last long enough to figure out a way out of it. I'm not seeing anything. I don't know where this dude's stuff is supposed to be, but I've walked back and forth between the same stupid settlements, and there's nothing here. Unless it's in that log, and somehow I can get into that log. Right now I can see through the log. I'm not seeing anything sparkling. I'm not seeing... I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to be looking for here? Supposedly a crate. I don't see a crate anywhere. And like I said, I can't imagine that it wouldn't have multiple instances for multiple people to pick it up. So where's this crate? I mean, I can't... This is kind of taking too much time, because I can't even... Oh my god, are you serious right now? So... They literally don't have multiple instances of this. Oh my god, that is terrible. That's a terrible quest. You have to wait till it respawns. Good job, Blizzard. Took in an ice cube there. That was terrible.
Hi, how are you?
Did you manage to find my equipment? This is fantastic! The theft of my equipment has given me more insight into the nature of these murlocs than I could have possibly gained in weeks of observations. I know what I'm going to say. I know what I'm going to say in my report already. When faced with the products of technologically superior culture, the black silt displayed none of the curiosity. Displayed none of the curiosity characteristic of emerging cultures and humanoid species. It's brilliant. The gentlemen in Ironforge are going to love it. I can't thank you enough, LoiA. Yeah, well, keep thanking me. My observations and writings about the black silt murlocs are quite illuminating, LoiA, but they are just the beginning. I plan to return to Ironforge with items produced by the black silt's rudimentary crafting skills. The problem is that the black silt carry these items with them at all times, and I can't have their blood on my conscience. If you're willing to gather the idols carried by black silt seers and crude knives of the black silt warriors and shore strikers, I won't ask how you came by them. Well, obviously you know how I'm gonna freaking come by them. I'm gonna kill everything. Duh. There, see? I killed it. Of course, there's like a ton of people around here killing everything along with me, so it's gonna be hard to come by some enemies to kill. Actually, I didn't even check the sound. Just want to make sure that it's all the way up. It is. We're good. Come on. I don't know why I did that. It was so far away. We're basically doing this guy's work for him, but I guess that's kind of the point with questing, being hired to do things. So you're basically doing things for other people so that they don't have blood on their hands. Which is kind of a grim thing to think when you actually think about it. We're basically in a really grim business. We go out and do things for other people so they don't have to, and they don't get in trouble. Of course, neither do we, but, you know. In real life, this might be seen as poaching. LoiA does really make a few horrible noises, doesn't she? You know, she acts like she's freaking every hit, she's like dying.
I need to target something first.
Oh, what? Hey, you, go to your own freaking part of the shoreline. There's tons of these guys around here. Are you serious? There we go. Oh man, it did take me out of... Damn. Oh yeah, my stand... Well, actually, that usually goes over here. That's why I was confused. Why is it up there? I never put it up there. Because I did put it up there. Okay. See, this is why they came out with Shadow Men for the Shadow Priest, because if you cast... So was I wrong? Or does it just do it on the first time around? Nah, it just randomly wants to revert back to its old ways and take me out of shadow form when I cast Flash Heal. I mean, come on, dude. Seriously right now? You super serial? I mean, it used to do that all the time. Now it's just, oh, maybe on the first cast it'll take me out. I don't know why it's doing that. That's got to be a bug. It's got to be. There's no way that's standard. First cast takes you out of shadow form. Everything else is fine. Like, I basically, every time I fire this up, I have to recast shadow form just so it's a new instance of shadow form. I don't know. It's pretty stupid if you ask me. I was hoping he wasn't going to root me. That would have been annoying. How many radiated shards did I have? 12.
Pleased to meet you.
Send back to Ironforge. Astounding. Simply astounding. These are perfect, LoiA. Alright. I don't really... Okay. I am busy here. You stupid Murloc. If I could burn
Be seeing you.
down every village that Murlocs live in, I would. Astounding, simply astounding. These are perfect, LoiA. I can already see them under the glass in the museum in Ironforge. The text for the display is virtually writing itself in my head. Your help has been invaluable in getting my studies back on track. How do you spell your name? I'll make sure it appears on my report as co-author. One of the chaps on the ship gave me this treasure map to cover a gambling debt, but mythology isn't my area of study. Superstitious lot sailors. Begins the quest.
You have a great day now.
The crudely drawn map reveals nothing of its maker, but it appears to have been drawn with an unsteady hand. Wavering lines and symbols depict a small pavilion with broken columns located to the west of a partially submerged tower. If the map is to be believed, this cluster of ruins appears to be located on the eastern coast of the island. You have no idea what you'll find, but it was important enough for the map's creator to record. Sure, why not? And back this way we go. Got a long travel. Look at how slow it's going on the map. Be going through, looks like a village. All this. Oh, wait. If I remember correctly, that's, yeah. It's a camp. Very, very large camp. So, I released... Oh, that's right. I gotta release a video tonight. I already forgot what I was supposed to be doing first. So I released a trailer reaction video to Cyberpunk 2077. And within 24 hours, not even, like, you know, not close to 24 hours, but within that time frame, it got over 150 views. Now it's over 200. And I'm just like, okay. It's just really cool. I'm enjoying the fact that people like those videos. I like doing them, and you know, because I get to see footage or gameplay for the first time and share my thoughts on it right off the bat, instead of, like, I don't know, analyzing it and then reading off a spreadsheet of notes. There's just no getting around these fat pieces of crap, is there? Okay then. Yeah, there's no getting around any of these. I have to go through a few of them. But yeah, I'm really excited about Cyberpunk. I think it's gonna be a hell of a game to play. I can't wait to see whether or not there may be co-op. I think that game could lend itself really well to co-op. But apparently multiplayer is in the thought process. And while I don't doubt that CD Projekt Red could create a decent multiplayer game, I don't think this is the game to do it in. Perhaps this old journal is what the map is referencing. Examining the book carefully, you conclude that it must be a journal. Its pages are filled with an elegant script differing from that of the map. The text of many of the pages is obscured by drawings and writing in the map maker's hand. It's nearly impossible to make out the text beneath the map maker's tales of drunken carousing during shore leave. Lacking the means to read the book's contents, you think about who might be able to help you separate the author's words from the map maker's scrawl. Remembering anchorite Patheus' collection of artifacts from countless cultures, you wonder if his experienced eye might be able to help you decipher the book's contents. Let's go find out, shall we? Got one quest leading into another, and while I'm there, I am going to sell a bunch of crap. You know what I forgot to download? There's a new add-on that was told to me by Killins. It's called Pawn, and I'm loving it. It tells me which piece of gear is actually an upgrade and by how much for my particular class. Pretty cool stuff. I like add-ons like that, where it makes it a little bit easier to make a choice. Just takes a lot of the work out of it, which is fine.
Not forgotten us.
The lights shine upon you in all your endeavors, priest. What is it you have there? This is most intriguing. Yes, I should be able to make out what the original author wrote in the pages of this book. I should have everything I need for the process. This should only take a moment.
Remember the lessons.
I got 3,700 XP for bringing him a book. Let's see. In the process of translating this, I believe I've learned more about the drunken exploits of a certain Andrew Clementine than about the journal's author. But no matter. Mr. Clementine's contribution notwithstanding, this seems to be the journal of a man named LoiA. The entries toward the end describe a brutal battle. Take a look at this passage.
Open your heart to the light.
Oh, you bastard. I'm busy. Why does that affect? Why? Why does that affect my instance? That shouldn't do that. Such an oversight
May the light
in the design of this
embrace you.
game. The translation is ready now, LoiA. Anchorite Patheus points out a block of text at the end of his translation. The enemy is nearly upon us. We've gathered up all the survivors and retreated to the temple to the east. It's the last ground we truly hold on the island, and there's a sense among survivors that we will make our last stand here. I've taken care to bury my last few possessions on the grounds of the temple, with the hope that someone will find them and know what happened here.
Be
Okay,
kind to those
we're going on a
less
treasure hunt.
fortunate.
I get it. It's a bandage trainer.
Each day is a blessing.
Bandages? I don't need no
May your
stinking
days be long
bandages.
and your hardships few.
I'm a priest, damn it. Janet. That was a song. In a really crappy musical. I'm sorry. Rocky Horror Picture Show is not a good musical. Some of the songs, sure, catchy. But other than that, no. It's weird, it's nonsense, and it's just, yeah, no. A good musical to me is The Music Man. That's a musical. Grasses and shrubs cover an unnatural bulge in the earth. That doesn't look like grasses and shrubs. That looks like dirt. A few minutes spent digging reveals an old box, almost certainly the one mentioned in LoiA's journal. So that's it? I get a box? Good lord. Alright. It's probably something I can open, but I don't have any space, so I gotta go back anyway. We gotta go back to get another quest as it is. I'm sure it's got some dandy treasure. That didn't sound sarcastic enough. I don't have faith in it. Oh, sorry. Excuse. I wonder if anybody's ever actually said bless you in the comments to somebody who sneezed in a video. Don't do that. Wait, hold on. Let me sell some stuff first before I continue on here. What? The hell did she just say to me? Dionisaka. That one I could pretty much land. Nope. Don't need that. Nope. Nope. That's not mine. I'm gonna sell that crap. I need more bags. Do you have any bags? Oh, she does have bags. It's 4 silver. Then there's a brown leather satchel. That's an 8-slot bag. That's 22 gold apiece. Or 22 silver. Jeez, it was 22 gold. Ooh, I don't know about that. Sell all this, obviously. All the armor. That. I should probably just finish those up. Oh, I've still got crystals of insight. I'll definitely drink that. I'll get rid of this, and these 2 things. Okay.
Kind to those less fortunate.
Why? They're less fortunate than me. I'm just kidding. Definitely be kind to those less fortunate. What is happening over here? Why are people dancing? These are NPCs. What's happening? Injured. Night Elf Priestess. What's happening? I missed something. Somebody did something, and I don't know what it is. Prophet Valen. Or Velen. I don't know what's going on. Either way, I'm gonna get another crystal.
Arcanon Poros. Dionysaka.
Those both give me stamina after 15 seconds. 15? 18. Nope. 10 seconds. After 10 seconds. Okay, I'll take this. That gives me another one there, and we'll see what's inside. Ooh. Held in the offhand. Not good enough. Not good enough! An inscription on the inside of the band reads, "A token for my love to remember me by. May Elune watch over my dear Nolkai." So it was a ring, and I got a bag. There's one that'll save me some money. All right. Though this needs to go. This little piece of crap bag right meow.
I can't put that there.
Okay. Let me see if moving these into something. Is there any way I can separate? Oh, bag slots. Here we go. So it's just those four. Get out of here. So pretty much anywhere else. Okay. Get rid of that. It is disgusting. It makes me sick to know I have that. Why? Okay. Alright, let's move on with another quest. Hey, what do you got?
Blessings upon you.
We have others pursuing leads on the sun portals, LoiA. I need you to focus on the task at hand. Boros has received new reports of another crash site. What we've since discovered is that the crash site is actually the Exodar's cryocore. This is a pod holding area that houses pods exactly like the ones we Draenei crawled out of in Ammon Vale. This area also holds medical supplies. Head to the cryocore directly west of the Bloodwatch. Search for supplies and search for survivors.
Be kind to
I can
those
do
less
this.
fortunate.
Of course I can do it. I can do everything. I can do anything. You can do anything you set your mind to. Remember that, kids. And now I'm going to buy a couple more 8-slot bags, because why not? 3 more. See? Didn't really spend that much money. We're good. And now I've got more space. Whee! Going to the west. So I hope everybody's day was good. Looks like I'll be pulling some overtime at work. Hence the reason why this video may be out a little bit later than you'd expect. But nonetheless, you're still going to get a video. I promise. Let's see. Friday, Spider-Man comes out. Because Friday is the 7th, and the 7th is when Spider-Man comes out. So, even though I'm working on Horizon Zero Dawn on PlayStation Playground, it's kind of hard because there's a lot of games coming out. But Spider-Man, I got Spider-Man and Tomb Raider this month. But Tomb Raider's not an exclusive, so I don't have to worry about that. But Spider-Man, even though it's, it's an open world game of sorts, but it's got a story that drives the direction in which you go. So it's got a set path for sure. Based on what I've seen, that's what it looks like anyway. Oh, you do carry medical supplies. Well, way to hold out on me, chumps. Your soul is mine. So, yeah, this week is going to be pretty good. Not only am I going to be pulling overtime at work, so that means more money, but, you know, I'm going to be getting Spider-Man on Friday. I've had that pre-ordered for a bit. And then basically a week later, Shadow of the Tomb Raider comes out. So I am going to have to definitely pull some time on Spider-Man. It's the first, like, major Spider-Man release since... Oh, I don't know. I mean, there was apparently Web of Shadows was good, but I don't know. None of the other Spider-Man games look good. Basically, since Spider-Man 2, there hasn't been a good one. But if I know Insomniac Games, which I believe I do, it's gonna be good. A lot of glowing reviews as of right now already. The embargo, I guess, is up like a couple days early, so people are already talking about it, how awesome it is, and yada yada yada. Just like, well, aren't you guys just the lucky little... So, sometimes when people get it ahead of time. But hey, that's the way the world works now. That's the way the YouTube world works. That's the way that the video game world works. Things get released early, where back in the day, we had to wait till a magazine came out. Yes, that's right, kids, a magazine. It's a book with pictures. Mostly. That's right, I don't have them out. Ooh, wait, I guess I could... I mean, I already know what I'm doing this for, so maybe I could just get this quest. For right now. Alright, so this current quest that I'm on sounds like it's actually picking up where maybe I was, you know, because last episode I had done a bunch of side missions that had nothing to do with the reason why we were here, the reason why the Draenei were here. This one definitely still is, this one seems like it's picking up right where that one, or where all this left off, so, or where we left off, I should say. I watched as they beat him without mercy. Their ruthless lieutenant acted as if such cruelty was an act of normalcy. Through the savage beatings, I could feel myself breaking. As I watched Vindicators, Sauron... I mean, I want to say Sauron, but... I don't... Saruan. That's really hard to say without saying it slowly. Sauron. It basically sounds like Sauron. I don't know. Take their blows. I began to weep. Not out of fear. I wept out of sadness. To see a Draenei of the Triumvirate. Weird. That's a weird name. Treated in such a manner. If only I could have broken free of my bonds. If only. Turn to the next page. After what seemed an eternity, the Vindicator lost consciousness. The torture was too much, even for him. The cruel one, Mattis, as I found out he was called, attempted to wake Sauron by splashing contagion-laced water across his ravaged body, but Sauron did not wake. I wanted to scream, but only a low gasp escaped my lips. I was promptly beaten for the act of rebellion. As I lay on the ground, I could see Mattis pacing in front of Sauron's body. He seemed visibly concerned. He stated that Saronas, or Sarona, or some such entity would have flesh flayed from his bones if Sauron had perished in the beatings. That the Saronas entity had plans for Sauron. The writing stops abruptly, and a long line scrolls off the page. This Draenei died while making the entry. Wow, that's grim. Your hands tremble as you pick up the book. Kuros must be told about this tragedy. Return the book to him. That's... Dude, I told you, man. This game is actually a lot darker than you think it is. Like, back in the early days when I played this game, and just like, oh, you know, it's, I guess it could be rated M because there's blood and everything and whatnot. It's not rated M just for the blood and the violence. I mean, I can imagine... I don't even know what the rating of this game is. If it's teen, that'd be surprising to me. If it's rated M, that makes more sense. I also need to... It's FX8. Let's see if I can push it to the limit here. Not with this card. That's a bit too much. Let's go CMA. There we go. But it's just like, I imagine if it's rated M, it's probably also for the story because it's... And I'm not saying that, you know, stories dictate the rating on a video game. No, that's all dictated by the content within the game. You know, is it gory? Is it vulgar? You know, does it have alcoholic references, sexual themes, whatever? But I think that if this were to have a rating, I think that just knowing what the story is like, it's pretty grim. I mean, the story alone could probably make it a rated M game if that was ever taken into consideration when rating video games. I mean, you remember in the earlier episodes, I came across a dude who wanted to kill himself if he didn't get his family's remains back. Like, what is that?
May the light embrace you.
Alright, the cryocore. Is the information accurate? Just Blood Elves? No survivors? This is troubling. I'll need some time to think this through, LoiA. Perhaps Asim or Boros have an assignment for you to complete. No. Heyo! Level 19. What have you got there, LoiA? Is that a journal? Kuros' face turns pale as he reads the journal. Tears stream down his face. Sauron was my master, my teacher, my mentor. I took his place among the triumvirate only recently, after we had given up searching for him. Contorts in anger as we saw him do, pound his chest like a monkey. Mattis will be brought to justice, LoiA, and I want you to be the one to find him and bring him back to the triumvirate. Scour the island for this killer. Should you find him, use this flare gun. When my trackers see the flare, they'll come and assist in capturing Mattis. Return to me after he's been captured.
Good health, long life.
Okay. Wow, that's a hell of a freaking long line to be searching. I'll just walk the road though. But yeah, this game is pretty... I mean, the story is pretty harsh. Let me do it 2 times. How about 4 times? Hey, 4 times is good. 8 times, not so much. It'll slow the resolution down. Now, or the frame rate. It's doing alright. I mean, if I was in view of more characters, then it might not be alright, but it seems to be working just fine. Okay, good. Just want to make sure the resolution scaler is actually at 100%. Alright, so once I see him, then and I need to shoot the flare gun. See, now I know. If I had just picked up that quest and I didn't look over to my right to see that I have a flare gun, I wouldn't have even known. Even if I did look, I wouldn't know what it would be used for. You know, that's the issue that I have, is that I pick up quests, I don't know what I'm doing, and before you know it, I'm just like wandering around like, what do I do? Now that I've read it, I know I've got a flare gun that I need to shoot off when I see him. That way they can capture this guy and possibly kill him. Just, yep. And I'm going to continue eating. Finish up the food that's in my inventory so I don't have to deal with it anymore. Plus this, you know, the stamina boost is okay. Like, stamina is health. So, you know, anybody could use a stamina boost. Wow, he really could go this... Like, he just walks the road then? And he could pop up anywhere. I could get to the end of this, and I don't see him at all. I come back, and he's already spawned back in on this side. And it's just like... So I just have to walk back and forth just in case. Only one more level, and then I can actually ride a mount. So, you know, unless I need to buy my mounting or mount skill, riding skill. Still, I don't know. I might have to. Look, there's a couple more quests over here. That's what I'm talking about, man. Quests galore. Come on, where is this guy? Oh, there's even a little circle at the end there. So then what's the deal with going up and down the freaking road? Does he spawn in the little circle and then kind of decides whether or not he wants to go? Yep, there he is.
It's too far away.
Can I do damage? It'd be nice if I could. Yeah, there we go. So I probably have to weaken him. There you go. Ayo. Why is he on his mount? He's gonna get away, you know. You know he will. Now, some of you are probably like, Adam, why don't you just focus on the main story? It's like, I don't know what the main story is. If this game actually, like, had indications of what the main story is, I would follow it. You know, side missions are important and everything to leveling and whatnot, but and you know, there's add-ons where it's like it'll show you. I can't remember the name of one add-on, but it legitimately like showed you what quests were important, which ones weren't. You know, which ones were basically a waste of time. And, you know, important in terms of, like, leveling. Like, which ones will give you better XP and gear. I don't know why I even went there. I mean, I gotta try and remember that I saw quests at these other places. Otherwise, I'll miss them. And, that won't be good. I'll just do CMA. The type of anti-aliasing you do is not really... I mean, you can see the shimmering here. That's really the only reason I would actually... I mean, this is really not something I should be talking about in this video, because this series is not about graphic settings. But if I was to, like, change it to maybe 2 times... So the shimmering is a little bit less. About 4 times. Even... It's still kind of there. I wonder if that's just the grass. The grass just does that. Yeah, it kind of does that, but I mean, if like you go like really low, let's say no anti-aliasing at all, that might be a little bit more prominent. Yeah, it's like shimmering or something. I don't know, but I like having at least CMAA. I don't want to cut through there. That'd be a bad idea. I'll just follow the yellow brick road. And like I said, don't worry. Once I get a mount, then this will be much faster. But hey, we've made some big progress in this episode. I got more bag storage, so I don't have to worry about that. We're basically back on track with some of the main story, I guess you could say. I mean, we found out this guy Mattis beat the crap out of this dude's mentor. Oh, man, that is just so dark. You never, like, I never knew, never in a million years did I know that this game was going to be as dark as it is. Like, holy crap. Because, you know, again, you see the game, it's like, oh, it's colorful, it's got really interesting characters, but you never once think about how these characters came about. Unless you're a lore junkie, then, you know, you would know everything. But I didn't. That's why I'm doing this. And did not know that the Draenei basically were forced here because of their battle with the Legion. And, yeah, they kind of changed this area forever. Inadvertently. They didn't do it on purpose, obviously, but their crystals certainly don't meld very well with this area.
The Legion's end.
The Triumvirate has decided to try Mattis immediately. You have brought an arch criminal to justice on this day, young Draenei. You have performed admirably for 2 of 3. Only Asum remains.
Do not lose faith.
Okay. It's only level 33.
Chronokai Christor.
I am Asum, 3rd of the Triumvirate. Don't drink the water. Our shaman claims that the elements of water have become greatly agitated by the pollution of the water source. We know that the Exodar's power core is lodged into the mountain to the west. It must be leaking volatile fluids into the water supply. I need you to get me more information. Asum points to a flask and nods. You are to take this flask and follow the beach north until you reach the area where the river of blood mist drained into the ocean. Take a sample from that location and return to me.
Remain vigilant.
Back to the north. How many times am I going to go to the north, dude? Seriously. I'm up here, then I'm over here, and then I'm over here. I hate the north. I'm getting sick of the north now. Winter is coming. So the crystal at the Exodar is probably leaking horrible contagions into the water, and that is why I'm going to collect this sample. Again, interesting. I find it interesting because it's just like, this isn't some stupid little quest. There's a reason for all this. Now, getting that gnome his stupid gear, that was a stupid quest. I'm not gonna lie. That was a waste of time. So more than likely, if I had that add-on, it would have been like, you do not touch this quest because it has nothing of value other than XP and whatever, but you don't really get much out of it. All you get is annoyance because that was stupid. It's like, you mean to tell me that you couldn't get your own gear? Because let me tell you, you little so-and-so, Mr. Short Guy, when I found your gear, there was nobody around it. Could have easily gotten it himself. What a douche. Okay, when can I turn? I could probably turn up now. I'm trying to avoid this camp because it's full of nonsense. So I gotta say, with only a few settings cranked all the way up, this game actually looks pretty decent. Like, I was trying to figure out a way that can make this game run well, but also kind of keep some semblance of decent graphic quality. You know, make it look decent. And then I figured out, oh, well, you know, just turn up the ground clutter, which is maxed out. That's what all this grass is. What was it? We've got texture, resolution, projected texture, and texture filling. Those are all obvious. That all gets cranked up. But then view distance at 5, because we don't need to see that far away. If I did it all the way up, guess what? The frame rate would dive. Environmental detail and ground clutter, turn those all the way up. Liquid detail, just because I like the look of the water. Particle density and SSAO. And that's pretty much it. Like, I left shadows off and stuff because I don't really care about shadows. They take up way too much processing power, like always in any game ever. And surprisingly enough, I mean, again, for even better visual fidelity, you can either throw on something like MSAA times 8, or you can just turn up the resolution scaler to increase the resolution, the internal resolution, you know, for better fidelity. So there's that too. See, this is what I was trying to avoid, but apparently I have to deal with these guys, you know, just because they're right next to the damn place. Good. Can you die, please? Like, what is your health? Go away. You're only worth 120 XP, and it took that long to kill you? Get out of here. So, it's not... I have to go all the way down to the bottom, then. Wow. Can I not take from the top of the waterfall? I feel like it's the same water. You know? I feel like that's a thing. You know? It's the same water, so shouldn't I be able to take it from here? But again, not to worry, my friends. This is, I mean, it's the beginning of the game. Nope. It has to be at the bottom of the water. So stupid. Why? It's the same water. Like, you know, it's the beginning of the game. It's a slow start. I'm sure you guys can probably get past the fact that it's just like, well, these are, you know, beginning quests and stuff like that. I'm in Blood Mist Waterfall. Okay, I just saw that guy stop and do it right there. Come on now. Oh, do I have to be in the water? Like, under it? So I have to be, like, you know, drinking in essentially polluted water in order to get a sample. Come on now. Well, now I got an even longer pathway around. I gotta go all the way around here. Because there's no easier way up. There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut out. It's a great song. Rocky! Oh, you just saw Rocky, huh? Oh, man. I think 3 years of sitting, you know, job after job, and of course being here at home may have actually messed up my back. Because today, boy, did it hurt when I tried to bend over. It got a little bit less so at the end of the day, but we're talking like almost at the very end of the day. It was really hard for me to bend over without my lower back just being a pain. So I may have actually done some damage to my spine. Not sure. I can still walk and everything, and some days it doesn't bother me too much. Maybe it's just the way I slept last night. I don't know. All I know is that I need to see a chiropractor. I used to see one back when I was working in the Price Chopper warehouse, because I really did a number on myself at that place. But I was younger then. Nah, was that? I don't even remember when that was. I want to say it was in the late 2000s. Pretty sure. Definitely pretty sure it was late 2000s. I was in my 20s at that point. So think about that. I'm in my 20s and going to the chiropractor. Now I'm 32. And probably in worse shape. I need to see a chiropractor anyway. I mean, again, all the sitting that I do. This is why I need a sit-stand desk. Okay? I'm glad I have the job that I have now because it allows me to be standing for the majority of my day. If I get tired, I do have some chairs to sit in, but I'm moving around, I'm lifting stuff, and you know, I came back earlier in the week on Tuesday because we had Monday off, Labor Day, thank you. And you know, by the end of last week, the boxes that I had to lift felt a little bit heavier and stuff. I come back on Tuesday and boom, they're like feathers. I'm just like throwing them around and I'm just like, okay, this is good. I like this. So I am getting stronger very slowly. This isn't like a super demanding job in terms of physical actions, but I am lifting boxes of computers and stuff like that. So they're not like super light, but you know, they're not super heavy either. But it's like little bits and pieces here and there of movement and walking around and you know, lifting things. You're sweating and you're building up you know, some stamina a little bit. I don't know. It's just it's better for me right now, and I still think I need to see a chiropractor, but at least I'm in a better job where I can, you know, be on the move and not sitting all day. As I suspected, the water has turned red due to contamination from leaking core fluid. I hope you didn't swim in any of that contaminated water. I swim in it all day, bro. Don't be a puss. Victory is close at hand, LoiA. With the discovery of the Sun Gate, it won't be long until their supply lines are completely closed off. Now is the time to strike at their numbers. To the west, you will find numerous Sunhawk camps. The Sunhawk pyromancers and defenders occupy the vast majority of the area. Find them, kill them, and return to me.
May your days be long.
Okay, so now we're gonna go kill the Blood Elves that I believe oh my god, I have to go all the way there. Oh, this traveling. You'd think I'd be used to something like this, you know, traveling all like this, because I mean, I'm doing Skyrim without fast traveling. So, I mean, you know, it's obviously something I do. Now, I don't have to follow the road. I could just go cutting through here, but as you can see, there's like encampments that I have to deal with. And oh yeah, bears. He didn't. Okay, I was just gonna say he didn't attack me. You know, there's aggro. There's aggressive wildlife that I have to contend with, and it's just sometimes it's a little bit annoying to have to do that all the time. And I'm not saying the road is the safest place to go, even though that's what they say as well. You know, and so, sometimes in the loading screens, you'll have a little note on the bottom, and I believe there is one that says staying on the road is the safest route or something like that. Like, it basically says the road is the safest place to be. And I'm like, that's total BS. I've been on the road before, and animals just love wandering onto the road. Aggressive animals, that is. And regular animals, they tend to just, like, not be anywhere near the road. I don't know. It just... I don't believe it, personally. I think that the safest way to go is away from... well, basically, your own route, or the route of somebody who's already been there, hence this situation right now. But hey, let's just say, for example, I took this road. I'd probably be, like, maybe right here. I wouldn't be here. So at least, you know, cutting through is allowing me to get there sooner. But I can't wait to get them out. It's going to be so much better. And again, once I am able to fly, once I get a fly mount, oh, even better. Because now I'm just flying over everything. Now, I'm collecting all this stuff. Like, I don't need it. You know, these mutated vines and stuff like that. But it's money. It's worth something, at least for right now. Are these good for me? Intellect and stam. Haste and versatility. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta get pawn. Ooh. Is that it's a staff? Nice. I will do this. I think I'd rather have a staff than a wand and a source. But hey, that's just me. Hey, Pyromancer buddy. So these guys are the ones that have come through the sun portal, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm to assess the story correctly here, they're the ones that have come through the sun portal, and now we're thinning their numbers. I was going to say thinning the herd, but it's basically the same thing. Thinning their numbers, and probably at some point going to close the sun portal. I don't know. I don't believe I've actually ever really finished the Draenei starting area. Pretty sure. And so I don't know what... Oh, you were sleeping. Well, that sucks to be you.
I need a target.
So, you know, this will be fun. Get to see how the quests finish up in these places. And more than likely, it's just going to be a standard, okay, well, you've done everything here, so we're sending you to a new area now. That sort of thing. You know, you'll finish up a quest and it'll be like, I am now sending you to so-and-so in this other area because they request help there too, or something like that. I don't know. That's usually how you transition from one place to another after finishing all the quests. Did you see that? I put Shadow Word Pain on him. He didn't even flinch until I smacked him with my freaking Mind Blast. It's funny. Plus, you also know that you finished all the quests in the area once you get this achievement, so that's why that's there too. Because I am an achievement whore. Achievement / trophy. A lot more trophy lately than achievements. And I'm still wondering what the hell EA is going to do about their achievement system. They say there's more coming in the future. It's just like, they're just points that are building up. Like, what's the reason for it? You know? PlayStation, you've got trophies where each trophy you earn goes towards your profile level and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. It's an extra added thing. On Xbox Live, you got a gamer score where it can actually get you awards if they're still doing that program. Like, it actually could give you something, which is pretty freaking cool. Kind of wish PlayStation did something like that, but you know, I like having my trophy level. So, are they going to? Okay. Wait a minute, how did you get out? You know, but on Steam, I guess it no, I was gonna say it contributes to your profile level there too, but I don't think it does. I don't think it does, because there's like different like things you can do to increase your profile level, I guess, but achievements aren't contributing to that. Because if that was the case, then I'd have a much higher level by now. So those don't do anything. EA's achievements don't do anything. Hell, at least you play with Ubisoft. You can at least get points from getting achievements to spend in their store to get, like, you know, wallpapers or in-game items and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. That's how you reward your players for playing. Basically like unlocking things in the game by playing it, which is how you should do it. But they're like extra things. They're not even like, you know, base items or anything like that. So, I mean, I guess so far I like Ubisoft's implementation of the achievement points system. But I don't know what EA is going to be doing with theirs. I mean, they say a lot of things. I don't trust anything that comes out of their mouths. But if they are going to do something, it'd be nice to see it happen. You know, maybe you'll be able to spend your points on kind of like Uplay, where you spend your points on, I don't know, maybe an old game or something. I don't know. One that actually is decent. I'm just going to tap him so I can get it.
I need to target something first.
Thanks for helping. See you later, sucker. Bottom line is, I like achievements. Not saying they're doing anything in here either. Like, I've got a bunch of achievements in here, but they don't do anything for you. They're just something extra to do. That's basically what trophies and achievements became. You know, at first they were something nifty that Microsoft decided to come up with. So we can all thank Microsoft for this idea. But then PlayStation wanted to compete, so they said, you know, oh, looks like Jeremy's on. And so they said, well, you know, we gotta get our own system. So they came up with trophies, and now it's basically like mandatory that every game from Sony. At first, it was up to the developers if they wanted to put trophies in their game. So, you know, a lot of the earlier games got patches to get trophies in their games. Then Sony, I believe, made it mandatory to actually have trophies in their games and stuff. Whereas Microsoft was right off the bat with the 360, achievements have to be in your game. And now it's become this thing where it's just like you got trophy hunters, achievement hunters, people getting praise for having 1 million gamer score or something like that. You know, it's become this thing that we do that's extra with video games. So like, let's say you beat a game on easy and they've got trophies for beating it on normal, hard, or the highest difficulty. And then Sony came up with the idea of a platinum trophy, something Microsoft didn't come up with, which I guess technically Microsoft had something like it, where they had one achievement where it's like you get all other achievements, you get 100 gamer score or something like that. So it's like their platinum trophy, but I don't know if that was in every game. Sony came up with the idea of a platinum trophy. So every game, there's one trophy where you get all the trophies and you get this one platinum to say, hey, I did everything in this game. Now, I'm okay with some trophies, like say if you beat a section, like you finish a section of the game, you get a trophy and stuff like that. I'm all for that. But I think the best part about trophies and achievements is that they have you play the game in a way that you didn't think you'd play it before. What I'm not okay with are multiplayer trophies or achievements. What a waste of time. Because more than likely, those trophies and achievements are going to be impossible for you to get. Or, you know, like say if you don't have as much time as every Joe Schmo on the freaking planet that gets those particular trophies.
The Legion's end draws near.
Or the multiplayer is going to be like shut down. Perfect example, SOCOM Confrontation. That was an online only game. It got shut down. The servers are gone. So now what? Now you've got a list of trophies that you're not going to be able to do anything with if you didn't like play the game enough to get all of them. And some of them pretty difficult. Pretty ridiculous. So I don't know. It just kind of bothers me a little bit. This will surely soften up the defenses and make them think twice before rushing foolishly into our ranks. Thanks to you and the work you did, my scouts were able to find the Sun Gate. Sungate. Is that what I said? I said Sun Portal. Same thing. The elves keep the portal location mobile so that they can move it at a moment's notice. That's why the site you investigated was empty. The strength of such a system is also its greatest weakness. The Sungate is stabilized by portal controllers. If we can take down the controllers, the portal will be ours to destroy. The current Sungate location can be found west of here, south of the Vector Coil. Find it and destroy it.
Blessings upon your family.
How many freaking quests do you have, dude? Oh, wait, that's the second one that I didn't pick up. I have to go all the way back. Oh, gotta eat another piece of, Let me finish these up. There's only 2 of them. So, yeah. I have a problem with multiplayer trophies. I think they're stupid, and they should never be implemented into the game. But, you know, that's why when Battlefield 1 came out, I don't think it had any multiplayer trophies or achievements. I'm pretty sure it didn't. And if it did, they were like super easy to get, which is fine. I guess if like the trophies or achievements are like not terribly difficult to get, that's fine. But I looked down the list of Battlefield 1 trophies, and it was literally everything for single player, and I'm like, that's how you do it. Single player trophies. Leave it at that. Don't do playing the multiplayer is the reason, you know, I don't understand why you would need trophies for that. There's already a progression system. You know, there's unlockables. There's everything you need to play multiplayer in games these days. So there's no reason to put trophies and achievements in multiplayer games. Well, in a game that has multiplayer, I should say. I should clarify. If it's a multiplayer only game, well then, you know, like Defiance or Elder Scrolls Online, something like that. If it's a multiplayer only game, or Overwatch, another perfect example. Not entirely multiplayer. It does have the arcade mode where you can, you know, or they have like those co-op events every once in a while for each of the holidays, and you know, you can play together, but it is primarily multiplayer. And so having trophies and achievements for that makes sense. But for games that have single player and include a multiplayer, can we stop with the trophies and achievements with that? Oh, you little... Okay, now you're gonna die. Just simply because you want to die so badly. I'm on a mission, you're slowing me down. Oh my god, I hate it when enemies have the ability to knock me down. It's annoying, it's dumb, and it's stupid. Anyway. Yeah, so if it's like a single player game but has multiplayer tacked in, don't put multiplayer trophies and achievements in your game. They're dumb. And if you do, make them super easy to get, because it's just like nobody plays multiplayer for trophies and achievements. They play it because they like the multiplayer. Yeah, there's no way of getting around these guys. They're just going in my path, so I might as well just kill them. I know I go off on tangents a lot in my videos. I mean, I gotta cover 2 hours, and if I'm just going to sit here and try and think about something to talk about with the current game that I'm playing, I mean, it's not going to be very fun for all. So, you know, I like to talk about a bunch of different things. What are these things doing? What are you doing? Are they just running around, or they're not attacking me? I can attack them, but
I need to get closer.
So I need to go up to this thing and punch it. Because it's kind of in the air. Okay. There, I destroyed the sun gate. Now, I know did I set my Hearthstone to that place? Yeah. Pretty sure that's Bloodwatch. Yeah, it is. So I set my Hearthstone to it. I could easily just... Oh, no. Oh, no. You are in so much trouble, son. The Voidwalkers are going to turn on their masters. I could easily just Hearth back, but, I mean, it's got, like, a half-hour cooldown. Yeah, so, you know, I'd only be able to use it once. That, I believe, would constitute as the only fast travel mechanic in the game, is the Hearthstone. But it only goes in one direction. And then you've got flying and whatnot, but then you got the flight paths, but those aren't really fast travel either. Fast travel, most people think of fast travel as you instantly go to a spot. You know, you choose a spot on the map to go to, and poof, you're there. So flight paths in this game, not fast travel. Flying mounts, not fast travel. They're faster travel. You're not running on the ground like I am right now, but they're definitely not fast travel. The Hearthstone is really the only bit of that in this game. So it is a lot of running. Which is unfortunate because, I mean, you know, the traveling part is not the fun part. Which is why most people, when they start a new character or whatever, they just burn through the questing. Like right now on my Paladin, I started reading the quest because I was really excited about the story. But then I remembered, oh yeah, that's right, I'm doing this. I'm doing LoiA, so eventually I'm going to get up there because it's also an Alliance character, so I'll be able to focus on the story, read the quests and everything, and you know, we'll get to experience the story as a whole. Right now I'm still trying to finish up my war campaign, but that's part of the story, and so get away from me. I just remembered I had that. Before you know it, I'll be way out of its range, it'll give up, and I'll be on my way. Yeah, see, I don't know why it's still chasing me. I'm way out of its range already. So yeah, so I'll be up there, you know, at some point. Won't be anytime soon. Dude, I'm really gunning for like going to every area, doing every quest. That's gonna take a long time. More than likely years. Okay. That's gonna take years to do that. But hey, that means I get to keep doing videos. That's good for me. But at the same time, I also want to do this with Final Fantasy 14. So, kind of difficult. We'll see. Smashing. We've cut off their supply line. Now all we need to do is to finish them off. There's another part of the achievement done. I love the achievement progress. It's so nice to see. We've learned much of our enemies in recent days. The Blood Elves are led by a being known as Cernunnos and plot to destroy us. Ultimately, they seek to enslave Oros and regain control of the Exodar. Light be praised, we have stopped their supply line by destroying the Sun Gate. Unfortunately, they continue to use the contaminant of the Vector Coil to poison the land, using the mutagenic properties of the fallout to their advantage. With this knowledge, Admetius has devised a plan. Seek him out.
Do not lose faith.
See, I made sure that I appeared offline, because if I didn't, guess what? He probably would have asked me to play on my other character. He would have been... No offense to Jeremy, but he would have been bugging me to you know, while I'm
Warm
recording.
wishes
And I would have had to tell him, hey, I'm recording, and it would have ruined the recording, and I would have been upset. Let's see. I'm in need of your services, LoiA. I have a plan to topple the entire Sunhawk army, but before we can progress... I don't know why I said that weird. Before we can progress, we need to gather some vital information. We need to identify the weaknesses in their primary defense. Unfortunately, we have been unable to get close enough to the vector coil to gauge their defenses. If we could get the prisoner to talk, we could get the information that we needed to break through the line and destroy the vector coil. You heard me. I want to blow the damned thing up. Cool. Our attempts at interrogating... Excuse me. I suck at reading. Our attempts at interrogation have failed miserably, LoiA. Torture is, of course, out of the question. What we need is a Draenei on the inside. I can cast a spell upon you that would make you appear Blood Elf and adjust your language. Through subterfuge, we may be able to get the information we need out of the captured agent. Under this guise, I want you to get whatever information you can out of the prisoner. And LoiA, do not leave Bloodwatch while disguised, as the spell will fail. Okay.
Remember the lessons of the past.
I'm very familiar with being a Blood Elf. I've been a Blood Elf many years. Alright, let's see what we can get out of this guy. The captured Sunhawk agent eyes you suspiciously. I've never seen you before. Who are you? I'm a prisoner. What does it look like? The Draenei filth captured me as I exited the Sun Gate. They killed our portal controllers and destroyed the gate. The Sun King will be most displeased with this turn of events. You're a prisoner, but you're walking around outside a cage. Totally makes sense. The captured Sunhawk's agent smirks. Don't worry, New Blood. There are many more portal controllers and many more suitable locations for portals. I am certain that Saronis will have a new gate up very soon. These blue-skinned dogs are not long for this world. Saronis and the and Abomination will clean up whatever the Sunhawk forces leave behind. Ah, yes, Saronis. I had nearly forgotten that Saronis was here. I served under Saronis back on Outland. I hadn't heard of this Abomination, though. Those damnable Draenei captured me before I even fully materialized on this world. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. It was Saronis' idea. The Abomination is actually one of their own. He is a high-ranking member of the Draenei Military Order, Triumvirate, or some such nonsense. Whatever that thing is, it's massive, powerful, and full of rage. Any attacks against the Vector Coil will most certainly result in failure as long as that Abomination is around. Incredible. How did Saronis accomplish such a thing? Saronis claims that certain Eridar possess the ability to transform others to their race, into Manari. I'm not kidding. I suck at reading. Draenei were supposedly once Eridar, and Saronis is a powerful Eridar. The agent laughs. Can you believe it? These pathetic creatures were once all-powerful demons. What kind of fool rejects such power? Okay, I'm talking to him through the cage. You don't have to actually go in. Saronis is an Eridar. I mean, yes, obviously. Obviously. How else could she infiltrate their ranks and pass as a Draenei? She had been living among them for a very long time. The Vector Coil is massive. I hope we have more than one Abomination guarding the numerous weak points. Numerous? It has 2 weak points. The base of the structure on the west side and the base of the structure on the east side. Hey, wait a minute. How would you know anything about the Vector Coil? Didn't you say that you were captured before you even materialized? I did, and you believed me. Thank you for the information, Blood Elf. You have helped us more than you could know. Bum bum bum. Treacherous whelp. Saronis will destroy you and your people. Okay. You wish.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Aha! Well done, LoiA. Well done indeed. Are you ready to eradicate the Blood Elf menace from our island forever? Well, it's technically not our island. I would not ask you to single-handedly bear the burden of destroying the Vector Coil and slaying Saronis, LoiA. However, I believe that you can be of some help in the clearing in clearing the way for others that might take on such a dangerous assignment. Take the road going north out of Bloodwatch and follow it until you get to the fork. Once there, take the left road and follow it until you see Vindicator's Rest. It will be slightly west of the road itself. Corrin will be waiting for you.
Blessings upon
So now we're gonna shove the Blood Elves out of here. So this actually is part of the main story. Well, the main story for the Draenei anyway. So we're gonna be going and trying to get rid of the Blood Elves once and for all. Hopefully none of the quests that are left in Bloodwatch actually have to do with this, or have anything to do with the Blood Elves, because, you know, I don't think they're going to disappear, because for the purposes of being able to play the game, I don't think that the Blood Elves are just going to disappear. But it'd be interesting to see if any of the other quests actually matter, you know, to have these, if it matters to have the Blood Elves around for the other quests, is what I should have said. Ah, man. Who else is on? There's Jerpert. I'm still not level 120. I'm 2 levels away. Mostly questing in the new areas. Because questing, although, you know, instance runs at the higher levels definitely yield more XP, it's pretty much the same all the way up. If you do questing, you'll probably gain more XP faster than if you were to do instance runs. Whereas back in the early days, instance runs were it. Like, once you hit 15, it's off to the races, man. You were running instances all day because that was the fastest way to level. Now it's like, nah, not so much. The emphasis is back on questing. Oh, look at this. I passed by here and it was like, it's sending me right here. Perhaps you will be the one to deliver our people into a new age of prosperity and peace. One of the most battle-hardened, noble, and positively fearless will submit to Legoso's mission. The Exarch will not order any agent of the Hand to take on the task of destroying the Vector Coil and dispatching Seronis. He refuses to send any Draenei to their death, which is what the mission is: suicide. My job is to soften up the Sunhawk defenses. You are to slay Sunhawks near the Vector Coil and keep the path clear for our champion, whoever that may be. I thought I was the champion.
Favor the road travel.
What happened to me being the champion of the people? Isn't that why I exist? Alright, so where's this Vector Coil? Oh. Whoa. That's a really big Vector Coil. I thought they were talking about the Exodar. This is like nowhere near the Exodar. Thought this had to do with the Exodar. That's weird. And up we go into their camp. Would you be... Yep, you would be. You ever felt what it's like to die? Well, now you do. Now you know exactly what it feels like. You're a mage? That's a lie. I don't know if that's completely accurate. I swear to God, I don't think it is. Because a mage doesn't dual wield daggers. It just doesn't. It doesn't happen at all. That's why I love playing the Shadow Priest, because you just throw down a couple of spells onto whatever you're attacking and watch them die. Of course, it's a little bit more difficult at the earlier stages But, you know, it'll be a little bit easier at the higher levels. Though I don't actually just do that. I could if I wanted to. If I really wanted to. If the abilities were powerful enough, I would just throw a bunch of dots on the enemy. Or like, say, if I'm in an instance run with a group, I just, on the boss, I'll just throw down a couple of dots and just sit there and just keep the debuffs going.
I'm out of range.
That'd be something I'd do. You know, I'm still doing damage. I may not be doing as much damage as I could be doing, but, you know, I'm still doing damage. So, you know, technically it'd be okay. People couldn't blame me for not doing damage, because it's like, what are you talking about? My dots are right on there. Excuse me. I could totally get away with that too. But as long as my dots are always on the enemy, there's no way they can actually... See, it says Paladin. Paladins don't use bows. That is so wrong. That whole thing is just stupidly wrong. We're almost level 20 though. That one looked like it hurt. I did a massive amount of damage right there. What the hell was that guy? Shaman. Alright, so all the agents are done. Agents of Mayhem. I don't care who you are, that was a good game.
I don't have a target.
It was fun. I think they tried too hard on some of the humor. Not the agent. But overall, it was a really fun game, at least. They're just lining up to die here. At least I don't have to go to them. Let me... Oops. Stop. Let's do, power word... Oops. Shield. There we go. That way, in a pinch, I can just give myself a shield and survive a little bit longer. Oh, perfect timing. My headset's dying. But you know what? That's okay, because we're getting pretty close to finishing up here. Even when it beeps, it still has some time to... Still has some juice. Last one. Here we go. Didn't want to do that. That was a stupid thing. Alright, that's all she wrote for that. I'm going to head on back, turn this in. Probably not going to hit 20. Going to come real close, though. Probably going to have to fight a few things on the way down as it is anyway, so maybe that'll get me into 20. Probably didn't fight this guy, but oh well. I don't really feel comfortable trying to work my way down there. I could have jumped in the water. Probably too far from it now. Yeah, no, there's no way I'm jumping in there. That's too far away. Because eventually you stop moving forward. And you just go straight down. The physics on jumping are not accurate in this game. in terms of jumping off a cliff. Because in real life, if I'm not mistaken, if you jump off in a forward motion, you're most likely going to keep going in that forward motion. So you're going to come down at an angle instead of straight down. This one, you start off in a forward motion, then you just all of a sudden go straight down. Yeah, I need at least 8,000 XP, and that's not going to happen. Yeah, I'm only going to get like 3,800 XP for this one, as I did with most of my other ones. I remember when the Shadow Priest used to be like transparent in their shadow form. Now it's you're still solid, but you're just really purple.
The Legion will fall.
Hopefully a hero... Oh wait, no, I did download it. Oh, score. Hopefully a hero arrives before they are able to call forth reinforcements to guard the area you just secured. Yeah, I don't know why I'm surprised by that. I had other things in my inventory telling me that it was worth money, that, you know, they were worth money. So I'm not sure why I'm surprised by that. I should have known right off the bat that I had that installed. Well, there you go. There it is. I'm actually going to finish up here, though. But thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. If you like this video, let your friends know on social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, what have you, all your favorite stuff. Let them know how awesome Gamers Platform is. And definitely come on back for the next episode where we pick right back up here with our next quest. We're on the right track here. We're going to be getting rid of those dirty, damned Blood Elves and get them out of our island that isn't actually ours. And hopefully we'll hit 20, and maybe we'll have a mount that we could use to maybe go just a little bit faster. We don't have to be walking everywhere so much. But until next time, guys, I'm Adam Wolf. This is World of Warcraft, Battle for Azeroth. And I'll see you guys in the next one.